Yay, it's currently what? December 1st. So it's currently the 1st of December. Look who I'm watching. Oh, mindset. Nah, today I didn't take any trades. I'm about to do the hindsight trade review. I was fixing up my Notion. I was adding the new December month to that data set month of tape reading sessions / hindsight trades. We would have seen that 3-minute inversion for rally gap entry, or the 3-minute change instead of delivery entry, and then eventually aim for a target. It's a negative R. I'm really cold too. It's a negative R. Today's objective, I was just going back to the gym. December, reset. We need to reset this. So I'm about to do that right now. We're about to reset this whole month. We gotta mark off what, November. Because again, this 6-month challenge, November's gone. I still need to upload the video. I need to make a thumbnail and upload the video. So I'm about to I got a lot of stuff to do. I was editing this morning. I didn't finish last night. Doing the trade recap, fixing up DaVinci, had to update it and all this and that. I'm all over the place. But that's why we're gonna reset. And before that, we need to just clean this up. And then eventually I'll probably go to the gym, come back home and do everything that I need to do. So yeah. Alright guys, so I just got done with the gym. And right now, you know, I was having a conversation with my mom about going to school. You know, she was telling me I gotta go to school. You know, I should go to school. She got my basics, 2 years. But in the back of my mind, you know, like, that's not what I would love to do. You know, it's not really fun. It's not something I can see myself doing for the rest of my life. There's no growth, you know, in like certain industries. Like whenever you go to school, you know, you're capped, you're limited. You can't go beyond that, you know, and that's the reason why I chose to be an entrepreneur, is because you can always continue growing, you can always continue elevating, even if it's a slow path, even if it's, you know, very slow, you're pacing yourself really well, you know, you're not really, it takes, you know, I've heard Julian Petrulius say this before. He said weeks can take, you know, decades, and decades can turn into weeks. You know, certain decades can turn into weeks where you make the most amount of progress, something like that. You know, all it takes is one good week, one good month, and one good year to change your whole entire life. You know, sometimes maybe one good month, you just jump, you skyrocket. Maybe one good year where you change your whole entire life, bro. All it takes is one. It could be 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, like being in the 1% of human, you know, human earth. You know, I want to be in the top 1% in everything. You know, the jack of all trades. You got to master one at a time, and then eventually you can become a master of them all. That's why you have to develop. You have to develop yourself in every aspect of life to then eventually master one skill. Once you master that one skill, you can move on to the next one. We're trading again today. We didn't take any trades. I haven't really been. Last month, I want to reflect upon last month, but I want to do it in a different setting as opposed to my car. I want to do it in my room. But last month was a really good month. We passed our first combine, passed the second combine, 8R around there. I have yet to do the calculations and do a monthly reflection. So that's what I really plan on doing. Alright, so I'm currently working still. Before this, it's still Monday, alright? I know lighting isn't the best, but today is still Monday. I am currently going over the hindsight trade in my Notion right now. Let me show you guys that real quick. So basically, this is my new hindsight journal. It's a new database for the trading month of December. F-tier trades right now, we're currently going over it. I'm still not done, so we still need to work on this. This is all I've been basically doing it. I've been charting it up right now. But I like getting my trades, or like my hindsight trades, or any trade I take just on the Top Step platform. It's like a clean chart, you know, it's a clean chart as opposed to my trading view. I've been working on my playbook, my F-tier trades, finding the mistakes, finding the key things of what I've did wrong back then, and learning from those mistakes. I still have to write down the notepad and the notes, and I still have to show you guys the goals for this month. So I have a lot of stuff to do, right? I'm getting it done right now. It's currently 4:02 right now. It's still Monday. I know I got military time. Yeah, I got back from the gym, bought some protein powder, bought some creatine, bought a Red Bull, bought some candles. My room smells crazy good, and I still need to clean my room. That's really it. Meditate and read. Everything else will pretty much be done, and then do the Notion or the notepad. All right, so basically I just got done doing my tape reading session for December, which is today, December 1st. And then we got done doing the Hall of Shame table database playbook, and here's the gallery. You can see pretty much all the worst trades, and then here is the F-tier trades, I mean the A+ trades here. So yeah, we have a bunch of trades. We need to update this one with the November trades, and I have to go over here to my November data sets. I don't have many, but yeah, December, we're getting started. So now we need to do the whiteboard, and I plan on doing that right now. I'm going over the goals. Alright, so here is the weekly review. Alright, weekly goals, 2 books completed. These 2 books, this one. Let me pause the music. November trading reflection. By that, I mean going to my journal. Alright, November, we're gonna go to the calendar month. We're gonna review our trades. So that's what November trading reflection is, along with our data sets we plan on putting into the Notion, the art of the trading model, and then the weekly vlog completed. If you're watching this, then eventually I already completed this one right there. And then eventually we have read 5 books. I changed it from 10. Again, the goal from the book, the series, I still want to read 10 books. We're only down to, we only need 8 more. With these gone, it's going to be 6. I don't want to rush the process, you know, trying to finish 10 books as soon as possible, you know, but consistent rate, you know, not something that's just like, you know, one day we're spiking up, reading 20 pages, and then the other day we're just crashing out, you know, not reading nothing. 1 video editing playlist completed. By that I mean, like, I want to learn how to edit better in film, like using DaVinci, like certain tools, certain kits. I would say I'm a beginner, or intermediate. I'm not really too advanced with like Fusion, Nodes, none of that. I really want to get good at that. And then of course like filming, pacing myself, creating good films, B-roll, A-roll, or that's this month's objective with video editing and a playlist completed. I really want to reflect upon this year. Since it's the last month of the year, I really want to reflect upon the data sets we've collected. Really good compared to the last year. We didn't really have a playbook, and toward August, you know, we didn't really have one until this month or last month. We really just built one and we started to change our approach to trading, and that's why I really want to reflect upon this year's journal. I hate making these type of videos. Today I crashed out on trading. It's Tuesday, December 2nd. So the trade recap is currently rendering, but it's been around 3 weeks with this account. 1, 2, 3 weeks, and all 3 weeks, every single day we trade, we take an L. And again, next account, which is pretty much this one right here, Yukon, no trades, none of that. This one is the G7 account, the Yukon one. I plan on risking 250, so around 1/4%. And then that is basically really it. Today should have been one of those days where I got out of drawdown. You know, like, it's one of those days where we saw some good setups. And I was walking my dog, you know, and I took my laptop outside, market open. I think that's kind of another thing that dictated. I wasn't in the right headspace already. My dog was taking too long, you know, like, she didn't want to go to the restroom. She was walking around, didn't want a bad headspace. When I went back onto the charts, we made more decisions that were worse, you know, It just really frustrates me because, again, 250 profit, even if it wasn't much, you know, even if it was a negative R, it's fine. We entered a little bit late. If we would have entered a little bit early and we, you know, tightened the stop loss, we would have been up in profit. Because again, I want to be entering off of that lower quadrant range and then eventually trailing my stops to break even once we reach like a certain high. But yeah, bro, like, I'm just so disappointed in myself. And again, my mindset is like, when I was taking those trades, I was being emotional. Logic went out the door for those second 2 trades, or those, yeah, the last 2 trades, logic went out the door. I wasn't following my system. I wasn't being reasonable. You know, I was just gambling. And that's the type of mindset where that's where you walk away. You walk away before that happens, and that could have been prevented. All of it. I could have just taken my $112 win from trailing my stops in profit for the first trade, but now we're deeper into a drawdown. We're doing more damage than it should. Again, these mistakes happen because you're too emotionally attached to the outcome and you focus way too much on the outcome. Or I'll just take my L, walk away. That's it, you know. And because I knew I had an edge. I know I have an edge still. Because it doesn't go away, you know, like, you still have an edge, you still have the market, you know, the market presents what you want to see and you take it and you win. Simple as that, you know, like, the mindset of, okay, I need to get out of drawdown, I need to make some money and get a payout and prove it to myself, you know, and I've gone this far, you know, like, why can't I do it more, you know, like, and that's the type of mindset that really holds people back. Again, one good trade can eliminate all this drawdown that I have, and we know it's an A+ setup. Majority of the time, guys, it's going to win, it's going to go hit. Even if it's a 1R, even if it's 2R, that's fine, bro. Take your 1R, take your 2R. Don't aim for the big moves. Don't aim for those gigantic moves, the 3Rs, the 4Rs. Those will come. Basically, I just got done taking a shower and like reflecting upon my trading when I was in the shower. I won't lie. And just emotions, being on this prop firm, combines. But then I thought about it. I was like, long-term vision. What is our long-term vision? You know, like, use this model and the system for 2 months. The first month wasn't really the best month in terms of trading it. We were more so collecting data, experimenting with it on a combine, backtesting it. This 3rd month now, or we're going into this 3rd month, it's discipline, consistency on an Express account, you know? For the 4th month of using the system and towards like the 6th month, that's where everything is going to show its true colors, you know? Like, long-term wise, I can see myself being successful using this. It's the person using it. Me too, you know, like, it's my first time on an Express account. All my life, you know, trading wise, you know, this whole time I've been trading, my trading experiences and my trading career, I've just been super unsuccessful trading, you know, and now I'm finally finding some success, and it's very hard to even process it and think about it, you know, like, it's going to take a little bit more time for me to dwell into my mind and know, like, okay, if you follow this, you're going to win majority of the time, as opposed to not, you know, you're going to lose. On the first express, again, it's very jittery feeling you get, you know, like when you're on your first express, you're finally, you know, able to make some money in terms of trading. It's very hard to like control those short-term thoughts where you think about only the process. I mean, not the process, but like the outcome. You think about the outcome, you think about the money, you know, like if you get 5 winning days plus 150, you get your first payout, you can make some money trading. You know, like that sounds so amazing to everybody, you know, but again, follow your system, follow your approach to how you're trading. And if you have those 5 winning days following your system, it doesn't have to be consecutive. You will get the payout. You will get rewarded, you know? So it's the process, not the outcome. Not thinking about the short term. These platforms are really good at this, you know? They're thinking about the short term. You know, you need 5 winning days, you know? So then get a payout. Or you need to make 150 plus, you know? Certain things like that, you know, they really tend to messing with you in terms of like outcome-based decisions. I want to talk about today's experience, about losing on the XFA, third day, losing third week of just red. I don't know how many times I gotta talk about this, bro. It's just emotions. I don't know how many times, you know, we gotta sit here and talk about it. Because again, I can't fathom enough that I'm just not able to process this and actually do what I have to do to make the correct decisions to see the results I want to see. It makes zero sense thinking that something's gonna change if I continue doing the same thing, getting the same results, expecting different outcomes, when in reality that's not how this works. You do something different, you get a different outcome. We follow our rules, we follow our game plan, we get a different outcome as opposed to the other one. Maybe we get less R, maybe we get more R, who knows? All I know is we're gonna just probably win. You gotta think about it like it's just psychological at this point on the funded. Why not treat the funded the way you treated the combine? You know, like you can get the same results you got on the combine on the funded, but if you just aim for consistency, because that's what I did. That's how I passed my combine. My first combine, I didn't overtrade, I didn't over leverage, I wasn't risking too much. I was following my system, I was taking good setups, and I passed. Since I knew the setups were more high probability and I had more confidence in them, why not do the same on the fundeds? This time you can actually get rewarded for doing the right thing. So
I would have been in the trade.
Literally the trade we took that we missed, that he's looking at right now. This one right here from earlier. I'm currently on my lunch, only got what, 37 seconds. 4 o'clock. All right, guys, so I'm currently watching Diego right now and I'm seeing his live trading session. I'm on lunch break, but I'm about to go back in. Yeah, bro, it's just so crazy because like he's going over the trade that basically we took. Had a little bit of FOMO, we should have entered a little bit earlier, and he was talking about it too, you know. He was going over some really, really, you know, cool psychological stuff, you know, talking about his first 5K month, this and that, you know. We got to get the base right, and that's what I've been trying to do with my playbook, my journal, and my data collection. I realized, again, that's the 20%. Reviewing that, analyzing it, ingraining it into my mind of what I'm supposed to be looking for to what? Live trading and to being successful in the prop firms. So
can we get much higher? Today we took no trades. It's Wednesday. Pretty unfortunate because again, I was looking at the market for like an hour and a half and I didn't see anything that was like potentially forming. Today, like I saw both sides. It's weird. Like I saw both sides of the market playing out, and whenever that usually happens, I'm just like, hell no, I'm out. You know, like I gotta see the utmost confirmation. I gotta be like top notch. You know, like everything has to align perfectly, super clear, and then I'll take that trade. But we didn't get that. Desk. Let me do a little bit of a trade recap of what I was watching, and yeah, the account is still at minus 1,500. Reason for that: bad decisions. Bad decisions. In terms of trading, you know, being emotional, not following the system, not following the rules, not being able to walk away after hitting break even, feeling the urge to, you know, I need to make money. I only made 100, you know. I didn't hit my target. I risked too little, you know. One, having good risk management on a fund that is like the utmost needed in my honest opinion. Follow the system, bro. You're on a fund, you're on an express, you're not on a combine, bro. You're gonna have to like have the utmost conviction on your trades no matter what. One thing I'm trying to do is like build that belief and get over that mental barrier of like, oh, I'm on a funded, you know, like I've never been on a funded before, you know, this is so scary. Like I want to get rid of that, especially on the second funded. If this funded is cooked, that's cool. I'm gonna lower the risk, really just try to follow the system, be disciplined this time, trade, you know. I don't really want to think about the payout amount, this and that. I don't want to think about any of that. I don't want to think in terms of profit, outcome, none of that. I just want to think about inputs, you know, how am I managing myself, how am I managing the position, and just things like that. You know, I'm gonna have a really good month to end this year. So I won't even lie to you guys, I wasn't even on my freaking PC today. I was just on the MacBook, laying in bed, bro. I won't lie, I was just laying in bed. It's too freaking cold where I'm at, bro. All we did was just go up after having a big sell-off from news this morning at 8:30. That was really it, bro. The market, this is ES, bro. If ES is moving like this, it's just created a range, and the market has not even left it. That's the crazy part. The market has not even left outside of this news candle and its range. That's how you know, like, today is going to be a very, very improbable day, because again, the market was just so I know we want to move, but we're just not really moving, bro. Let me show you guys. We have a 5-minute Sibi form. We have a 5-minute Sibi form right there, and then eventually the market inverses it, forms a 5-minute BISI, and then eventually, you know, we just push up higher. But I just didn't like this. I didn't like how it was inside of the range, you know, like the other markets weren't really sweeping these lows, so that's kind of another reason I just didn't have my model presented. No SMT on these lower time frames. Of course, anything, and again, we're stuck inside of this 15-minute candles range, bro. I'm not. All right, so we just got done filming. We just got done basically updating the playbook. Did also upload the trade recap here. So 2 things done already. Trade recap done, playbook updated. All the notes here on the playbook have been updated also. That's really it. You know, we're not really much else to do now other than reviewing our November trades and taking notes.
Trading all in 1 year of trading. I started trading in January of this year. Passed my first ever pot firm in September.
Let's make some fucking peas. As you guys can see, I'm back from the gym. I didn't meditate, but I did finish the playbook. That's first things foremost. We did update the playbook. We haven't reviewed the trades. There was no real good hindsight trade for today. Today's Wednesday. Even though, you know, like, we're down, I want to go get out of the drawdown, this and that. But this is why trading is so hard. Because again, you have to be disciplined on these type of days where it's just super sloppy, super just makes you angry, you know. And those days, they will be there in the future. You know, you can't escape those type of days where it's just slowly climbing back up, really sloppy, really slow, no volume, you know. Those days are going to be there, bro, in the future. Especially like on these type of months where we're switching between, it's like the last month of the year, you know, especially when it's like different quarters and that, you know, it's a lot of course, those later years, later months throughout the years, not bad at all. You know, they're really good. I have had my best month last month. Now I'm about to go walk my dog, probably come back. I'm gonna go to the park, walk my dog, and I'm gonna come back and meditate. Again, we still have to meditate. That's first things foremost. We have to meditate. And then eventually I have to read. So I have to read. I'm getting distracted. I won't lie. I'm getting distracted watching these videos. I'm getting distracted texting people, this and that. But we have to really lock in, you know, really lock in. My creatine, I can't take my creatine right now. The machine broke, the smoothie machine. Yeah, it's currently 2:41 p.m. All right, so we're about to go walk my dog here at the park. But I really just want to be yapping, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I want to yap. This month I had so like high expectations. I won't lie, guys, for the challenge, I'm low-key like, I'm doubting whether I'm ever gonna make 100K. I know in my lifetime I probably will. But like for the challenge, bro, I feel like it seems impossible. Seems like mission impossible. Trying to complete the mission impossible. But people always talk about like, if your goals aren't big enough, you know, like if your dreams don't scare you, they're not dreams, you know, like those people. Maybe they're onto something though, because this shit is scary, bro. Like I've not hit a single payout dollar in my bank account. That's another reason why I feel like I was just trading bad. I don't want to think about that. Even though the challenge is cool, I don't want to think about the progress. I want to think about the process and the person I'm becoming during this challenge. I've never done this type of challenge, and I feel like there's so much growth happening. It's currently Thursday, November 4th, and I'm gonna go walk my dog real quick, and I'm gonna put the camera back. Christmas is here. It's the holiday season of the year. I took one trade, and basically we hit for a trailed profit loss. Trail profit, I guess, stop loss. And bro, we were so close to my draw on liquidity. Pisses me off because let me show you guys real quick where my draw was. And okay, usually this happens, we drop. I wasn't able to catch the top. The reason for that is pre-market. Every time the market drops, it's pre-market. And then at 9:30, the market just heavily drops. So like it pushes up and then it drops. Today's still Thursday. Here's the trade idea. Again, market swept those lows, then we reached our target, which is pretty unfortunate because again, that did create that SMT here with ES and NQ. As you can see here, pretty much we have SMT at those lows. That is so unfortunate, bro, because down here, you know, boom, boom, to then our target, boom. Unfortunate, but it's part of the process of just walking away, moving on. We still need to journal now. We're about to journal up here in our trading journal. What else do I need to accomplish? November trading reflection, we've done that. We've done all that. We have the notes in the art of the trading model. read 5 books, trading playbook and data sets reflected upon. So this is very crucial. I have not reviewed none of my trading notes from those playlists I studied. We still need to go study those notes of all the playlists we've learned from and all the people we've been mentored by, and the data sets we've collected through backtesting, all that basically. It's in that notepad. Same thing with it. It's in the journals too, you know, I have all that. And again, 1 video editing playlist completed with 5 books. And you see here we're down 1 month. We're on the 2nd. So I still need to finish reading this book. I'm currently like 1/3. It's like 90 pages. I'm currently on page 30. And then eventually we have to go read that one. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff to do. I can't be getting distracted. It's currently 11:31 right now. Yeah, that's pretty much really it. Again, the account is, it's a $200 day. I thought about it like this. Okay, think about it like this. I made $271 today. I would never make that amount, you know, like I would never make that amount working. And it's like so mind-blowing because again, I can go to work right now 8 hours. I would never make that what I made in 15 minutes trading today. All right, so I'm currently about to go to work. Look at the Christmas tree. Yay. But today I want to right now I currently want to talk about how like this week it's felt like I haven't made progress. It's weird, like you feel like you're not making any progress. I feel like I have not made any progress in terms of like trading results, and that's really bad. You know, like in my mind I think that's really bad, but like deep down I know we're always making progress. We're always getting better. You know, like either you're getting better or you're getting worse. It's one of the two, you know, and that's why I'm always trying to like be consistent in terms of like reviewing the playbook, showing up every single day, following my model, following my strategy. Because again, if you're inconsistent and you take a loss that isn't following your game plan, which I have done recently, it's just emotions. It's just emotions, and it's a lack of the correct mindset. And once you do that, you then eventually start to like instill bad beliefs, and I don't want to have that. So that's why again today we followed the rules, 1 trade a day, and we're just back on it, you know. For the month of December, I really don't expect much, I won't lie. The main goal is just to get out of drawdown now and probably in a little bit of profit. This month and the next month, really not really much, if I'm being truly honest. Yeah, you know, last month was a really good month. You know, usually whenever you have one of those best months, the next one, or like the one that isn't like topping it off even more, feels like it's not good enough. You have a really good trade, but then you also have another good trade, but that doesn't feel like it's enough. It doesn't satisfy you. And then again, you go in and try to trade more, and you try to trade more. But all right, so we're going to the gym. Christmas trees, that time of the year. Go to the gym, no trade today. Today is basically, show you guys real quick. Let me show you guys. It's Friday. So I'm probably gonna end this vlog here. Basically Saturday, tomorrow I work. Today I'm also gonna be reading, so it's gonna be a very boring day. I'm gonna read, reflect upon the trades, try to collect data sets, probably walk my dog at the park later. And where my camera's a little sweaty, but we just got to the gym. We just got done working out. Trading, I don't want to tell, again, I'm not telling anybody except my brother. My brother's the only one that really knows that I'm starting to see some success in trading. No, probably not. I don't want to go to school, you know, like it's just a waste of time. It's something that I really don't want to do. You know, if they really do force me to go, then I probably will go, and I'll probably just, it sounds weird. I have enough saved up though, but I'll probably stop working and focus on school and trading because I don't want to do all three, you know, if I'm being truly honest. If you're not having income outside of trading, it's going to be very hard to make it in trading, if I'm being truly honest. But for this week, I felt like I really didn't make much progress in that not average category. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like my colleagues. I don't want to be like the people I go to school with. I don't want to be like my parents. I don't want to be like any of my family members. I want to be different. I want to be the best of the best. That's why I love trading so much, because again, it's scalable. It's unlimited amount of money you can make. Your performance is based upon your mindset, or the results you receive from trading are based on your performance and your mindset and your approach, your logical decision-making process in trading. And it's weird because you can scale, you can continue to elevate. Some people just can't sit on their hands. I used to be like this. I can't sit on my hands, you know. I've always wanted to take a trade. I've always wanted to, and then eventually once the day was good or the market was moving, I felt like it was going to leave me behind. I was going to not catch a move, and I feel like I wasn't making any progress. But that is progress. Not taking a trade, being resilient, staying to your boundaries and following your rules. That's what makes a trader and a successful one.